Hi Stampers, it's Tara from Tara's Homemade Happiness, and this is the third installment of my play along with the Magnolia Lane Memories and More card kit. Now this card set, I'm just going to show you the case here, is still currently on the list, but it is on the retiring list. So I'm not sure how much longer these supplies are going to be around. So if you're interested and you've watched the first video in this series, which showed you what you need to play along, and then I did videos 1 and 2 and created some cards. If you have watched those and are interested at all, I highly suggest that you go to the Stamp It Up website and you can buy within Canada at homemadehappiness.stampitup.net and purchase this as well as the other supplies that you will need, because quite a few of them are actually on that retiring list and I would hate to see you miss out. So let's get started. These are the 6 cards that we're going to make today. I will just show you them real quickly. Super simple cards. Card bases are already created with this great silver foil around the outside that just adds the perfect amount of bling in my opinion. All right, let's start with that one. So I am also using the Peaceful Moments stamp set. You could use any sentiments on these cards that you would like. This sentiment stamp set is just one that I fell in love with and I've used quite a bit. So I definitely recommend it. So I'm going to start by just grabbing one of my card bases. And to create this card, I used one of the 4x6 cards and I literally just glued it on like so. Let me grab my tape runner here. I feel like I'm not at all prepared. Okay. So let's get that attached first so that it's on there and we know that it's out of our way. I'm just going to put that on. There's not really any directional on this, so you can put it on however it suits you. Okay, so that's on. And then, oh, you know what I should have done first? I'm sorry. Please, when you're making this, stamp first. It'll just cause you less headache if you mess up. All right, but I can do this. Just going to stamp a thank you right in the middle. Not bad. And then put my cover back on my ink because I'm notorious for setting stuff on it. We're going to use the sticker sheet right here. And we're going to use this piece of green. Oh no, I'm sorry, you could certainly use the piece of green, but on my sample card, I use this really pretty blue. It's Pool Party. Oh, let's get that edge off. We don't want that. And I just laid a strip of this like so. And then when I got to the end, I took a pair of really fine tip scissors and just snipped it to the right length. Now keep this little piece because we're going to use it on another card. So just stick it back on your sticker sheet for the time being. And then, I know not all of you love it, but I actually used this vellum piece and I fussy cut one of these flowers out. So I'm going to really quickly just take those nice sharp scissors and cut this out. Now this is really thick vellum, so it cuts just like paper. It cuts beautifully. So there's no worries about it ripping as you're cutting. Like thinner vellum, you'd have to really think about what you were doing and make sure that you weren't pulling too much on it because you wouldn't want to tear the paper, but this stuff has got nice thick. And I'm not being too careful. I have practiced fussy cutting a great deal in my life because I actually really enjoy it. But I'm trying to go a little bit outside of the Early Espresso line so that I'm not getting it, I'm not taking off that outline. Okay, and then I'm going to stick it here. And here's my trick for adhering vellum, because you can always see your adhesive when you do it. And what I did for this one, now, two things. One is I just used one of our mini Stamp It Up dimensionals, and I put it on the back of the middle of the flower. So it's right where that like darker brown is, so you're not going to see it as much. You could also put a gem there, which would cover it up even more. Oops, but I wanted to keep these cards super simple and use as little supplies as possible. So there's card number 1 done. So we'll set that off to the side. And for card number 2, we will make this one. So there's my card base. I'm going to leave this one in the frame so we can look at it while we're making it. Let me see, I gotta get my little pile of supplies here. So this one, I used this card. Now, I didn't really love the On This Day. This would be great if you were using this for a journaling card. But because I wanted to make a card out of it, I didn't love that. So what I did was took this sticker off the sticker sheet. And I just, you know what? I don't even know that I laid it the whole length, because you're not going to see all that behind there. Let's have a peek. Oh, no, I did. Okay. You could certainly save some of your sticker by just doing this, because the flower is going to cover it. But let's just cover that right over. And again, we don't want it to come right to the end. So just take a pair of snips and give it a little cut to the length you want. And then I also, I'm going to do my stamping right now before I forget. Get it all together again. All right, let's do the thank you. I just used the same one. And right about there. And then I used a little piece of that blue. So that one I just told you not to lose. We used a little piece of that just peeking out from under the flower. So if we just do another little strip, another little snip, keep that little piece again, because you never know, you might need it again. And then there's these gorgeous flowers that are on one of the sticker sheets. We're going to use one of those in that top corner. And I just take it like this. Whoopsie. And get rid of some of the stick on the back. Because if I'm going to use it as a dimensional, I don't want those leaves to go down and then get stuck to it. So I just do that. Now, I've ripped this one and I don't really want to use it on my card, so I'm going to do a different one. But you could even do it like on your clothes. You just want to get some of that stick off of it so that it doesn't adhere to your card. Okay, and we're going to put a dimensional right in the back. That, and then stick it to the top of the card, and then this whole thing is going to get put on the front of our card base. These would be awesome for making at a crop. If you were taking all your supplies with you, you could easily pack this up and spend all day working on just this set of cards. I love that it would be less supplies to tote along. There's card number 2 done already. Okay. Card number 3. This is a nice one that says, "You are amazing." And we're going to use one of the stickers for our sentiment this time. So we are going to use, oh, this card is gorgeous. Here's the card we're going to use. And I'm going to put my stickers on first before I put my baker's twine on. That's going to help me know where to put that baker's twine. So let's start with the sticker off this sticker sheet. It's like a salmon colored one. And we're going to put that just above these leaves. And I want it to come out about to there. Just a little better than half. And then snip that off. Save your extras. And then we're going to use a little piece of this green one. I don't know why, but I really loved these border stickers. And that one, I believe I kind of left a gap like this. And I came out to just a little bit less than the last sticker. And then my last sticker was "You are amazing." And again, that's just off of one of those sticker sheets. You get so many sticker sheets in this kit. I love it. We're going to stick that like so. Then we're going to take our white baker's twine, just to give it a little something. You could leave it like that at this point. But I'm going to take this white baker's twine, and I'm just going to wrap it around. You know what? I've got a piece here. I wonder if this is long enough to go twice around. Not quite and get a bow. It was a cut piece I had. I'll just go the once around again. Go once around. Bring that bow right over to the edge. You could do a cheater bow on this one too. You could always just wrap the twine around, then make your bow separately and attach it with a glue dot. If you don't like fussing with the bows, sometimes that makes it easier to maneuver them and make it look how you want it to look. Oh, that guy just wants to twist a little bit. I might let him just do his thing then. Okay. Once you got your bow how you like it, you're going to just snip off those tails. I leave these ones a little longer on this one. And then we're going to attach that all into the front of our card base. Whoops, don't put it upside down. That would give the recipient something to laugh about. There you go. Card number 3 complete. All right. This is our next one. And this one was using this card. Again, if you were using this for scrapbooking purposes, it's beautiful. But I wasn't sure that I liked the everyday moments as a sentiment. So I used bits and pieces of what I already had cut. Just a second, I gotta find my other sticker sheet here. Each one comes with 2 of each sheet. So I've used all the green other than this little piece off of this one. So I just have to find my other one in this pile. Here we go. Okay. So this time, I'm going to take that little green one, and that's going to cover, I just want to cover just the word moments, really. Here we go. And then I'm going to take some of that green again, and I'm going to cover, let's go edge to edge. Look at that. Beautiful. It fits perfectly what I had left over. And then I'm going to tell hello you on this one. So see how you can really just layer these up and make, trying to decide if I want some of that to poke out this time or not. I guess I like it like that. And then this time, you guys are going to laugh when you see this, my twine, I'm almost to the end of the roll, so it has just all come off in this big mess, but I can still make it work here. All right. So I'm going to make my bow on that end. So I want to leave myself a nice long tail going in that direction. And then I'm going to wrap this around 2 times. And when I come back up, I'm not even going to think about cutting it until I get this bow done. That way I know for sure that I have the right amount before I go and cut, because there's nothing worse than having too short of a piece of twine or ribbon when you're trying to make a nice bow. There you go. The girls in my class actually always say, "You give us so much, I feel like I'm wasting." And I say, well, I'd rather give you too much than not enough, because there is just nothing more frustrating than trying to do that and not have enough. Okay, now we're going to snip these off again. Maybe a little bit more this time. All right. There you go. And then we're going to glue that on the card front. Oh, I don't even think I got one out this time. Just center it on there. And ta-da! All right. That was, I think, number 4. Number 5. This one's beautiful. This is my blank slate of a card. How nice is that one? I love this one. So let's start with our stamping and get the thank you done. I think the key to making quick, easy, and really nice cards is using as little product as possible in terms of what you have out and about, because I find a lot of stampers get plain old overwhelmed with how many supplies they have in front of them, and then they almost get paralyzed. So, you know what, I think I'm going to leave this one. I don't know that I love how I did the end there. I think I want just a blunt end like this. They just get overwhelmed with the amount of supplies in front of them, and then they don't even know where to go from there. So I think if you buy these kits and you just work from the supplies in front of you, it's a lot less overwhelming. Right now I need a little strip. I use the green again. I need a little piece of this. We'll stick it on there. I love, love, love the look of these stickers layered on top of each other. And then, again, I use some of this twine. I only did one loop that time, but I'm definitely going to do 2. I love the look of multiple layers. For the little extra that it uses, I think it just adds a lot more to the card. All right, and then we're going to do that at this end. Well, this card is coming together really quick. Pull my ends. Oh, I love that bow. Take off my ends. Snip. And get that one on a card base. Whoops, I got all my ends here on my desk. They keep getting stuck in my glue. We will stick that centered on and be done. Beautiful. I like how I did the thank you a little bit lower on this one. I think makes everything a little more centered on that card. All right, last one. This card, thinking of you with all my heart. I am definitely going to take my layer and stamp that first. Right about there. So get that stamped. Then I need my bits and pieces. What do I got left here? See how I said don't throw any of these out? All these little pieces that we're cutting off, look, they just, oops, I want to put that a little lower. They just work so perfectly. You know what though? These stickers, yeah, are so sticky. I am definitely committed to that one now that I've stuck it on. That's okay though. do this one underneath this time. Now this one's not quite as long as the one on my other card, but I'm not going to cut a new piece for that because I think that looks just fine like so. And then I'm going to use one of these gorgeous flowers that look similar to the one that's there, right here. I'm just going to stick that right there to give it a little extra on that side to balance everything out. Perfect. All right, let's get this one on the card front. All right, now, if you like these cards, like I said, I highly suggest that you order these products soon. We are at the beginning of May, well, almost midway through May now, I guess, in 2020, and these are on the retiring list, so they won't be around forever. If you like them even because you're thinking, oh, those would look really good in my pocket scrapbooking, or you do 12 by 12 scrapbooking, I highly recommend that you get these. And thank you for watching. Bye now.